The other big story that we're tracking today, Tata Steel and Germany's ThyssenKrupp have entered into a preliminary deal to create Europe's second largest steel enterprise. Now, that proposed joint venture will involve combining Tata's plants in the Netherlands and the United Kingdom with ThyssenKrupp's plants. So the combined entity will rival Europe's top steel producer, ArcelorMittal. Let's quickly take you through the deal contours. So Tata Steel will transfer around $2.8 billion worth of debt to the joint venture. Moreover, the joint venture, which will be named ThyssenKrupp Tata Steel, will be managed by a lien holding company in the Netherlands. Now, that proposed joint venture will, however, require approval from the company's boards and from antitrust authorities in Europe as well. In fact, speaking to the media earlier in the day, N. Chandrasekaran, chairman of Tata Sons, said that the joint venture with ThyssenKrupp will give Indian steel giant a sustainable future in Europe. Kaushik Chatterjee, who's the executive director at Tata Steel, he's also said that they expect the deal to be closed by March 2019. In fact, we caught up with Guido Kirchhoff, the CFO of ThyssenKrupp AG. Let's listen into what he had to say.
I think the issue we all face here in Europe, first of all, is that we have overcapacities in the steel sector everywhere. And I think combining the two entities, Tata Steel Europe and ThyssenKrupp Steel Europe, is really the best way to address these issues that we have here in the European market. We will create a very strong number two in the market, by far bigger than the next ones, and therefore will be able to drive synergies and have a better standing and to break out of the vicious circle of always going down on overcapacities. So this, I think, is a strong rationale. Now, on the other hand, how is it going to look like, the joint venture, and what debt is put down? Both companies will contribute debt. As you could see on the statement of Tata, overall, they will contribute $2.5 billion financial debt. We will contribute basically pensions and other liabilities operating-wise into the joint venture of a value of around $4 billion. With that, we think we have driven and given the EBITDA factors that we will see for the combined entity, including the synergies, a strong financial position. And you always have to keep in mind that, for example, German pension liabilities, which are completely unfunded, if you contribute them, give you a clear and stable cash payout throughout the years, and you never have to refinance them. So therefore, we think we have found a solution for financing the joint venture that is stable and gives them, looking forward, all the opportunities to really gather and grab all the momentum driven by the technology and innovation that will be in that big group in Europe.
We read the Tata Steel statement, which says that there could be synergies to the tune of about 400 to 600 million. So can you explain to us how this is going to come through, and is this the synergy benefit that will purely accrue to Tata Steel, or are we talking about these are synergies for the joint venture as a whole?
No, the 400 to 600 million is clearly the synergies we want to see for the joint venture overall. And we have clearly stated as well that we think it's up to 4,000 people, up to 2,000 in administration and up to 2,000 employees in production sites that we see. And this will be largely equally shared across the two contributing parties. Where do we see the synergies now? Clearly, it's general and administration costs that we want to reduce, and we can do selling as well. On the other hand, we see R&D. Currently, we develop the same product twice. We can reduce that and focus better on the key requirements of our customers in a more focused and better manner going forward. On top of that, we can better lever all and use our capacities by bigger lots and by certain focus for certain equipment just in one location instead of running it in two, so we can have larger lots and therefore get more economies out of scale out of the current footprint. Okay. This all will help us to lever the 400 to 600 million in the first phase.
Right, so there you have it, Tata Steel and ThyssenKrupp joining hands to create Europe's second largest steel enterprise. On that